Okay, Wayne, I'm going to throw this over to you for a minute, buddy. Give us your opinion on this this solar flare and the filament release I'm seeing here. And just let me know what you think.
Well, what you've got here, Wages, is the magnetosphere is starting to expand. When you've got this whole situation with cosmic rays, the heliosphere expanding, you see that in the form of a explosion on the surface of the sun.
All right, now that we got your opinion on that one, let me show you the other angstrom, the different colored one here that that you should be looking at here. I'd like to know, you're really intriguing me here. So if you would, just give me your opinion on this other one also. So this is the 131 angstrom, Wayne. Is it any different than what we look at when we look at the 304, which I just showed you, in your opinion?
Well, Wages...
Especially when we're looking at the flare on the left side.
I was going to say, if you take a look at the flare, but also when you're dealing with noctilucent clouds, you're going to have a situation where basically Superman...
Interesting.
Yes, this is a Superman situation.
That's a really crazy, very interesting way to look at it.
Superman, right there.
Man, I'm getting so much out of this.
Well, you go to the best. Wayne Doppler's. Wayne Doppler, tallest man in history.
So let's take a look at something different, which I know you've talked about this before.
Schumann. Yep.
This is the Schumann resonance, for anybody that doesn't know. You had some really insightful opinions on this the last time I watched you. I'd like to know your opinion on what you think these three little orb, circular, spherical looking things are, and why they're showing up in the Schumann resonance tool.
Well, Wayne
I'd really
Doppler,
like to get your opinion on that, because you really were like nailing it the last time I seen you talking about this.
Well, thank you, Wages. What you have here is an Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator situation going on.
Let me interrupt you there for a second. You don't think it could be something like a thunderstorm, or I don't know, somebody passed gas? I don't know, but sorry to interrupt you. I know you were really kind of going on there a little bit, and I was getting a lot from it. So please continue.
Not a problem. No, you're close. It's not a tutor, pooter, looter. What it is an Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator situation you've got going on here.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's bad.
So you think your Doppler 5000, 5001 thing is having an effect on this, or is it something maybe, I don't know, solar wind or flare, CME,
it
something? I mean, what's your opinion on exactly what's causing this, and why is it happening now?
Well, remember, Wages, if you saw the movie Predator, he freaking kills everything. The only thing that could take him out was a guy named Arnold
take on that.
Schwarzenegger.
Interesting. So let's take a look at one more thing before I get you out of here. So we'll take a look at the earthquakes. You had some pretty insightful stuff about this the last time I talked to you too.
Thank
you were commenting on how the red dots were turning to blue, and what that all meant, and everything like that. And for those that don't know, this is the USGS map of current earthquake data. And I'm hearing that your 5001, your Doppler 5001, has the ability to help predict earthquakes and tell us exactly, what's causing them, how are they happening. And man, it's a technical thing that, man, I just can't put my finger on. Obviously you figured it out with the 5001, and I don't expect you to share any of those secrets, but it is really interesting, and I'd like to know what your take is on, why these things turn from red to blue to orange, the dots, where the locations of the earthquakes are.
Well, seismically, what you have here is a shift in tectonic plates, Wages. And if you look at the dots, you're going to see the correlation of the seismograph.
Now, let me interrupt you there just for a second. That kind of went over my head. Can you kind of like bring it down to like a 5-year-old could understand it?
I get it.
Absolutely. Because that's kind of where I'm at. And, I really, it would help me and my audience, I'm sure, to understand at that kind of a level, just kind of, lay off the technical words just a little bit. I'm not trying to, come at you or anything, but
no problem.
I really just want to understand how this is working. So if you could put it in layman's terms, that would be really appreciated.
Absolutely, Wages. Sometimes genius can be overwhelming. I get it. Look, when you're in New York City, the taller the building, the more it moves, okay? Because it can feel the shaking of the planet.
I guess what I'm saying is, you know, so I guess if I...
8 foot 9.
This Doppler 5001, if I was to jump up in the air and land on the ground, you would be able to tell people exactly when I did that just from your Doppler 5001?
In theory,
that's amazing.
Yeah, in theory, yes, we could do that.
I mean, that it really picks it up and it's able to discern different vibrations and frequencies. Oh my gosh, man.
You don't get a patent unless
Where do you live
crazy.
Or what kind of house you live in, man? You must be like loaded.
The DOPS?
Having that kind of knowledge.
The DOPS does pretty well.
Impressed, man.
Impressed. The Doppler 5000.
So anytime you want to come back on, you know, I'd like to have you on a few times a week.
I would love that.
You know, get your view on things and, you know, what all this space weather really has to do and earthquakes and has to do with our lives and your point of view.
Wages.
I mean, you know, you're a very intelligent dude, so thank you for bringing it down to my level.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate that. So
remember,
I'm going to get on with my stuff. So thank you, Mark.
My pleasure. Hey, Mark, thank you for
introducing us to Wayne.
Wages,
and,
one thing.
We're going to move on from there.
One last thing, Wages. Thank you again for the time. And remember, Wayne Doppler, tallest man in history, 8 foot 9. You can find me in the Guinness. And you can check me out on the Wayne Doppler 5000 hour every night at 5 p.m.